is a good podcast. Welcome to Mouse Out of Wedlock. This is a good podcast.
Yeah, Jake, I did some research. Apparently, like, vape is terrible for microphones.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I'm okay.
Hold on, guys. We're smoking it. We're fogging up the joint before we get going. Jake actually passes out if he doesn't have nicotine every 15 minutes. He's a machine that turns cigarettes into smoked cigarettes.
Is it vape smoke specifically?
I
Smoke.
I think it's just smoke, but
I could see like smoke being very detrimental.
yeah.
Well, vape's like water vapor. That's probably not good.
Well, I think it's also because it has like some glycerin or whatever in it.
Right.
So like whatever that is,
vegetable glycerin.
yeah,
Right.
like coats it. The thing that's coating your
That makes
lungs
sense. Yeah.
is also bad for the microphone.
Yum, 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 yum. And on that note, welcome to Mouse Out of Wedlock.
Welcome. Hold on, I have a sound effect for this. Hello.
Who is that?
That's Ninja. Hello.
Oh, that's our guest today,
Hello.
Ninja.
Hello.
Ninja, how's it going?
Hello. That's the only sound effect I have for Ninja.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Ninja, what's your favorite greeting?
Hello.
Yeah. It's good planning. So this is Austin's premiere podcast. Period. We are the face of Austin.
Well, actually, we thought about this off air. We were talking on the group chat, and welcome to Harry. Thank you for being here.
That's what we decided in the group chat. We were going to welcome you.
Well, I felt bad because Harry's just sitting here.
No, it's all good. My first podcast ever. I'm
really
honored and very humble.
Well, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, you chose a good one.
I wasn't sure if I should talk in the intro though. I feel like
I don't know. This is pretty chill. But
I wanted to say welcome also, but I was like,
hello. Hello, Harry.
Thank you, Ninja. Oh, he's leaving. He's going.
He's gone. We are the least controversial podcast based out of Austin, I think.
That cannot be true.
There's no way.
Who do you think's less controversial than us? Let's go through the list. Joe Rogan, definitely more controversial than Mouse Out of Wedlock.
Okay.
Your Mom's House.
Have you heard of
definitely more controversial than
a Twitch streamer called Maya Higa?
Fuck, you're right.
She's so wholesome. I mean, come on. She's
you
awesome.
are Maya Higa.
I actually I do not know about any of her involvement in that. I did hear about that recently, what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's definitely controversial. She covered up a sexual assault.
No, did she really?
Yeah.
And we finally get to talk about this thing Colt's been hinting at for weeks that I don't know anything
podcast
about.
Confirmed.
Yeah, we are definitely the least controversial.
Okay.
So.
Guaranteed.
Yep. Thank you for being here, Harry. You are Jake's roommate, and we should probably clarify that.
Yeah, of course. No,
Yeah.
I am honored to be here.
How is that living with Jake?
I've known Jake since I was 8,
Okay.
so it's pretty normal.
You're used to it.
Yeah, I'm used to it. We would spend weeks together at a time as children. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty used to him at this point.
Okay, the way you're phrasing that feels insulting. like, yeah, I can live with it.
Yeah, it's like a smell that you get used to.
I know how to deal with it.
It's an acquired taste. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love living with Jake. I mean, he's one of my best friends, so it works out really well.
Very wholesome.
Yeah, and he loves my dog. My dog likes him.
I like your dog too. Your dog's sick.
He's awesome. He's the best dog for
Yeah.
sure.
Shout out Bear.
Shout
Hope
out
you're
Bear
listening.
for sure. Yeah. He'll definitely. I'll have to shoot him the link for sure.
We'll-
He's gonna want to hear.
We'll send it over. Is your car fixed? What's happening?
Fixed is not the right word, but it's drivable.
It just kind of started working.
Yeah.
You just let it sit for a little while?
It does this funny thing where now when you drive it, the gas pedal just like taps.
That seems bad.
Yeah, and it still knocks. You can't get
it's-
above 3,000 RPM.
It's almost like it's asking you not to press the gas just the entire time.
Please stop. I know
I see.
more. But it'll go. I got on 183 and drove for like 20 minutes last night.
Do you feel safe when you're driving?
I have not felt safe in that car since I bought it. So
Is it because there's a?
Have you seen that
it's
car?
a kayak strapped to the top of it.
I don't even wear a seatbelt in the car. Because I know if I wear a seatbelt, I'll be maimed. So at least I can just die.
Yeah.
You know?
no, it didn't come with a kayak.
It didn't come with a kayak.
No.
You decided to put that on top.
Well, I had a kayak and I could store it in my last house on my balcony. But then at this new apartment complex I'm at, they specifically said at the patio there's no storage. You're not allowed to use it for anything like that. It's only for aesthetically pleasing stuff. So
I think kayaks are kind of cool to look at.
I mean, there's maybe an argument to be made there. We'd have to strap it in a way to make it look
Yeah.
Nice.
Just funny enough, I actually made a joke like about 2 weeks ago that his model of Jeep Wrangler comes with the kayak strapped on top.
It does seem like that. Yeah.
I feel like every shitty white Jeep Wrangler I've ever seen has had some type of boat.
It's a Jeep Liberty. Thank you very much.
You're right. You proved my point even more.
It's a worse model of Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be true. I don't know. I hate Jeeps. I can't believe I'm a Jeep owner.
Really?
Yeah.
You hate Jeeps?
I hate Jeeps.
I watched this, it was like a TikTok or reel or something, and it was talking about how car commercials are bullshit. And they're like, you want to know why the Ford Bronco sold so many models? It is not because of the commercials.
Because it's called the Ford Bronco?
No, brother. It's because of the car that OJ used to run away from the cops. It's like, how long are you going to be able to stay away from the cops in this motherfucker?
That's
the Ford Bronco? Hours.
He wasn't even going that fast.
Yeah, because he didn't have to.
It was just intimidating.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's
they were like, dude,
car.
have you seen the original Ford Broncos on the road? They're massive. I would not. You're in a little fucking police sedan. You're like, nah, dude, I'm not gonna. I'm not pit maneuver. He's just gonna. I'm just gonna fucking fly off on the highway. And he's gonna keep going straight.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's why they brought it back.
Do you see OJ's trying to bargain with Elon to get verified on Twitter?
Well, there's not much barganing to do. Just pay $8.
Yeah,
true.
Is he trying to
I
haggle?
also thought he was.
OJ's not verified. There's a whole bunch of people that like impersonate OJ on Twitter. But
he does have a real.
He has an account
though, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I follow it.
You do? Really?
Yeah, no, because it's hilarious, dude. He's
It's
just
very funny.
He just is like posting him at the horse races, having a great time, and I'm almost 100% sure he's a murderer.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he killed his wife for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Can
What's
we-
up, Twitter world?
Yeah,
It's weird because his handle is at the real OJ32.
yeah. 32 is his number, right?
Yeah,
think so.
It's just.
Yeah.
It's just.
Is
Did he
verified?
play?
That seems
Did he
fake.
play anymore after he
No.
No.
after he was acquitted?
I don't think. I definitely no. I don't think.
Man,
I think he was retired already.
That's a shame.
Yeah. How are you guys feeling about Twitter now? A week out from we talking about it last time, but
It hasn't changed at all.
to me, yeah, I think maybe we interact with Twitter differently than like the majority of people, though.
Explain.
I feel like I don't want to speak for Harry on this, but I'm kind of just like a sick observer on there.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
like,
totally.
Yeah, like
actually,
I don't take it seriously, so it doesn't
don't-
really matter to me. But
I don't either, but sometimes, like when I first was on Twitter when I was really young, I would like get caught up in like replying to people and doing the like
Sure.
trying to change idiots' minds.
Yeah, that's,
And recently, I don't know what happened. I have seen an uptick in idiots for sure. Because of
Yeah.
the Kanye thing, for sure. Like so much Kanye anti-Semitism is true. He's right. So
the
much
Jews
of it.
trending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it has baited me into doing that again. There's been a couple days on
Really?
Twitter where I'm just like, I see something so stupid, and I'm like, I have to say something, and then I end up arguing with some fucking idiot. Can I say fuck?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some fucking idiot on Twitter that just has complete brain rot, and it makes no sense at all. Then I stop and I go on about my day and I do something and I think about it later. I'm like, that was completely pointless. That was a complete waste of my life because that person did not change their mind. It doesn't matter how stupid they are,
Yeah.
and they think they're right.
Yeah, I have never once been in an argument on the internet. I don't understand the instinct at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's why. How do you not know that going in? You're not going to change anyone's mind. Either they're a troll or they are.
I actually,
dumb.
as someone who started using the internet semi-early, 12, 13 probably.
yeah.
I definitely have had my mind changed on the internet. I remember
I have
a
too.
very specific interaction. I don't remember what prompted it at all. I was defending Christianity somewhere online when I was a Christian, and this
wow.
guy,
r/atheist.
yeah, he literally, this is how I got a r/atheist persona. This guy, he was like a cringe, annoying atheist, but he countered my point with the Bible verse about how these two kids laughed at a bald man, and God sent
That's
a
a good
bear
verse. I like
to
that.
maul them and their entire village.
do
And
not tell my dad that.
every
verse. My dad's famously bald.
Yeah.
We called him bald. growing up. That was his name
And so
instead of Jake's dad.
and literally it reminded me of that. I was like, dude, that's me and Jake making fun of his dad. I was like, so God would send a bear to kill us and our entire village. I was like, that seems fucking extreme. And it made such a lasting impact on me. I still think about it to this day. And I think for a fact, that's what at least pushed me in the direction of becoming an atheist and not believing in
That's
God.
interesting. I don't know, like, if I hear Jake's point of like, you're not going to change people's minds, but I think just having like the pushback on some like psychotic thing is kind of good sometimes.
I also I don't like resort to petty insults or anything.
Sure.
I don't ever troll anybody. You know,
I do.
No, okay.
I love that
okay,
shit.
I'm lying. I totally still do. But like at the same time, I do try to offer valid pushback and like actual
discourse.
Discourse. And just like another refuting point that actually is good and not just somebody being an asshole.
Yeah, the rule of thumb with an argument is the first person to either yell or resort to just calling someone else a name loses the argument.
Yeah, no, totally. I definitely agree with that. But if someone is being an idiot on Twitter, I will absolutely own them and then roll them intellectually. So like, I'm totally with that. But that being said, I'm trying to never do that again.
I mean, it is an app like designed to make you angry. Like,
I totally agree.
It's that on purpose.
It is for the mentally ill.
Yeah. I mean, it's only for deranged, like psycho, internet addicted creeps, which I'm part of that. So I'd like to be there. I like Twitter sometimes. I think Twitter's currently, I think there's a lot of issues. I don't know, like, I don't think we will see it as much because we're already kind of orbiting these like weird right-wing grifter types. We're talking about it now, but like we're not like pushing back directly against them in replies, but it's just important to like have a picture of what's going on. I think.
I think it's
to know the
important to
talking
talk
point.
about.
It's important to know the talking points of
1000%.
your opponents. So
because although I do disagree with arguing with people on the internet, I think community discourse, talking to people in person, like town hall meetings, stuff like that. I'm a huge advocate of building a strong community and strong community discourse. And I think things like politics, especially touchy subjects like trans rights, are something that people do need to talk about all the fucking time.
Yeah, for sure.
And like when Tucker Carlson comes on and says some absolute fucking demon shit, you need to tell your 80-year-old grandma that like, no, that's fucked up actually. And here's why. Like, you know, like not just you're an idiot grandma, you know?
Right. Yeah. It's always more important to do it in person and talk to the people around you. That's the people's minds you can change. But I don't know. It's kind of fun to get angry on Twitter every once in a while.
No, totally. I absolutely agree. But I think the quote retweet is a very healthy way to do that. You can get your point out and then you can mute it and like not have to deal with any assholes.
Yeah. Jake, are you on Twitter still? Are you interacting there?
Yeah, a little. I read some tweets.
That's a lie. He's on Twitter all the fucking time. I constantly see like Jake liked this, Jake liked this. He's on Twitter.
Are you going to call?
Yeah.
Do you need to take it?
It's a work call.
Yeah, it's a good question stance.
Yes or no? Well, I guess no. It's over now.
Okay, it's over.
Fuck time. Yeah, you know, I get on Twitter. It's a way to waste time in the bathroom.
To be fair, I've never seen the him replying to anything.
I don't.
So,
I do not. I like once I don't know, every 2 weeks or something. I will reply to somebody.
I'll see Colt's replies and he'll just be like rolling people most of the time. It's hilarious. It's awesome.
I honestly view Twitter, and maybe this is not how you're supposed to view Twitter, but I view Twitter like as a joke testing machine. Like I just use it.
No, I think that's pretty.
Do bits.
I would say most comedians use Twitter in that capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most of what I do on Twitter is unretweet and then retweet my tweet that I'm pretty sure is good enough to go viral. I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Which one is that?
George R. Martin 2017. I think the Winds of Winter will be finished this year. George R. Martin 2022.
Is this the
Jarberg?
Yeah. Totally has potential of popping off in the Soulsborne community.
Just need it to happen.
Just gotta wait for the
Have
next
you
game
posted
to come
that
out.
on Reddit?
You should.
No. That's a good call.
You should post it on the Elden Ring subreddit.
Yeah.
Oh god,
I'm a huge Elden Ring fan. I don't know if you knew, Colt.
I've heard.
very fucking big into Soulsborne. I've dedicated so much time into Elden Ring. I need to stop.
Did you play Sekiro?
No,
Bro, you got to play Sekiro. Sekiro's so good.
Stop, dude. I have a life. I have a life I have to live, man.
Nah, Sekiro's worth it.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna play Sekiro. I joke about having a life to live. I'm playing Bloodborne right now, so it's not true at all.
Yeah, I like 98% of that game, and then couldn't beat the final boss and had to give up.
Oh no, dude! I thought that was gonna happen with Elden Ring. You heard? I beat Melania in 8 tries. No
Jake,
big
I
fucking
think Jake talked about it on the show.
I was so hype. I beat her so quick. It was so easy.
Here's some inside baseball. Did you do it with the mimic tier or not?
Called out.
Here we go.
I use the mimic tier. I use the mimic tier. It's true. It's true. Yeah, and I did have Rivers of Blood. I was cracked.
Okay. Well, it's still an accomplishment.
It counts.
Totally.
I'm not gonna take it away.
It still was very hard. I was very my hands sweat already, kind of. And when I was fighting Melania, it was dripping. Like, it was gross. I was so in the zone, though.
That's nasty.
Hyperhidrosis.
You need some gamer gunk.
I have an important question to ask both of you.
You do, Jake. What is it?
Have either of you bought a hammer lately?
A hammer lately.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
like maybe sometime 2 weeks ago ish, and then took a flight somewhere?
Jesus Christ! This is how you want to get into this topic?
Yeah.
Holy
I'm
shit,
accusing both of you because I know how much you hate the Pelosi family.
I do hate
my
the Pelosi
recent
family.
flight to California was completely unrelated. If anybody sees that, I was there strictly for tourism purposes, having a good time, and did not aid or embed an individual known as David DaPeePee.
David
DaPeePee? Shut up. That's not real.
It's DaPeePee.
That's even worse.
Yeah, so
David DaFrog sad.
it is definitely, it's funny. We have to acknowledge that it is funny, but it is also
How do you not be
very serious?
Dude, I would have fucked Paul Pelosi up. Are you kidding me?
How do you lose to an 80-year-old Paul Pelosi with a hammer?
I mean, I don't know. Paul Pelosi's still going hard. He still gets day drunk and gets DUIs.
Okay, so we do actually need to talk about this in a somewhat serious manner, I think.
I'm incapable of doing that.
It is kind of scary.
It's spinach Popeye strength. Let's be real. He's an old man. He's got that lead spinach, and he's just fun. David DaPeePee walked in, and he was like, "Oh shit!" Like when they said he was calling the police in the bathroom. That's not why he went to the bathroom, bro. He was getting that extra can of spinach. He was down in that shit. He was like, "It's fucking time," and then he just come. He was like, "Police, fuck them."
And he came running at him head first.
Dude, imagine an 80-year-old Paul Pelosi just slamming down a can of spinach and then just absolutely getting jacked in front of your eyes and kicking your ass to the point to where you, a 40-year-old man, debatably not that far out of your prime, cannot beat him with 2 hammers. He had 2. We forget that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a funny situation just because of what happened and the people involved. But it's also serious in the fact that, it's the third most important person in the U.S. government. They were almost assassinated.
Yes, but then again, I think if Nancy Pelosi had been there, it would have been a completely different story. It would have been man arrested while breaking into.
I really
Nancy
don't think
Pelosi's
so
house.
because
you don't think if she had the full security detail,
I mean maybe, but I think that's kind of outside of the point because let's talk about David DaPeePee for a little bit.
That's fair. Yeah, totally.
He's like a weird 4chan friend.
He's a Groyper.
He's a Groyper. Yeah. Jake, do you know what Groyper means?
No,
We've
sorry,
talked about
I am
this a
very
little bit
distracted right now.
Yeah, I know. We're trying to do a show, and I know.
No, well, here's the thing. This whole thing reminded me of Nancy Pelosi's mommy milkers.
We have to. No, we're not talking about that.
Okay, well, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah. How about you pay attention to the show?
Sorry, it's just so interesting.
I don't know, man. Jake's kind of selling me. So speaking of, god damn, yeah. Only reason is I know about him is because of Tucker Carlson's fucking weird ass.
That's true.
He was just super horned up.
Was that the beginning of the exploding milk porn thing?
No, it was unrelated.
It was unrelated.
He just likes talking about.
I'm pretty sure it was before that. He's just really horny, honestly.
Yeah.
But
on Maine.
The reason I mentioned Tucker Carlson is he's already spreading conspiracies about David DaPeePee. I mean,
it was the gay panic
just
thing
totally unfounded stuff, and
yeah.
right, and stuff comes out every week about a mass shooting, right? And it comes out 8 people died, and the next thing it's like, oh no, 4 people died. This happened, and facts get skewed. But because this happened to someone Tucker Carlson perceives to be quote unquote leftist.
Well, I mean, that is
he's
the
already
fallback.
turning it around, and he's like, oh well, they're changing their story. And it's like, dude, like, come on, it's breaking news. Stuff's gonna change.
Yeah.
And he knows that. He's not, because I don't think he actually is that much of an idiot. I think
Tucker knows
he just
what he's
knows. Doing. Yeah, he fully knows his audience. He knows they're fucking idiots for sure.
Yeah.
And they will listen to whatever he says, because he's covered stuff before. He knows that when January 6th happened, a lot of misinformation came out as soon as it happened, but he didn't care because it was.
I mean, because it benefits him directly, and
right.
I think a lot of it's weird to talk about somebody like David DaPeePee, because they're so shrouded in this like mysterious, like nobody understands what their what their talking point is. Like these Groypers, like unless you're online, like we've been discussing, like unless you're brain broken on Twitter,
right,
or you're a Groyper, you're not going to understand what the talking points are. You don't know what a friend is. You don't know what these groups are. Like
I hate that I do know what it is.
I mean, I hate that I know what it is too, but I think it's better to know what it is and have the ability to have pushback on the talking points of like, oh, this person's BLM, this person's a leftist, this person's apparently he was in the country illegally from Canada.
I'm looking at a Fox News article that refers to him as an illegal immigrant.
But
he's from Canada.
Yeah, I mean,
they tried so hard to make him look like a leftist dude. Like they were like, oh, he's a hippie. He's part of
he was
part
married
of a
to a nudist or something.
Yeah, he's part of a nudist commune. He's an illegal immigrant. All this. But it's funny, those people, like the crusty West Coast Portland crowd that is the Crystal Mommies and all that, they are the first people who are looking for something deeper that's not there, and they flipped instantly with the Donald Trump. They became like the super right-wing reactionary. Democrats are drinking baby blood. Like it's insane. That became their thing. But the Crystal people are super right wing now out of nowhere.
Yeah, they definitely the granola. It's interesting to talk about the Paul Pelosi thing because it more in the sense of it's interesting to dissect what happened afterwards. Because obviously it's bad that somebody got attacked with a hammer. I don't wish death on Paul Pelosi. I
for sure,
obviously not.
He's done some shitty insider trading, but I mean, like, I would never attack him. I just want him to pay his taxes fairly and maybe be investigated for some shady shit, but that does not involve getting your head bashed in with a hammer ever.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think just the immediate reaction from the right-wing side of this to immediately go to gay panic, which was like just ridiculous.
I think that's another thing that makes it really funny is that these Groyper weirdo 40-year-old guys are always hyping this kind of stuff up. Yeah. And then one of them does go do it.
And then they call him a psyop.
His own community turned on him, called him a psyop. And it was like, oh, he's gay. Just your entire community instantly turns on you and we're like, oh, he's a gay psyop.
Yeah.
I could not imagine.
We keep saying it's funny. It's funny in like a sick, fucked up way.
Yeah, totally. But for sure. No, yeah, for sure. It is very sick and fucked up. But I think it's important to laugh about shit like that because we live in a sick, fucked up world. I hate to be super cliche. I'm super doomer pilled lately, though.
Yeah. Let's just talk a little bit about this friend for a little while, just so we have a little bit clearer picture of this guy. He's a conspiracy theorist, 4chan guy. Had a movie blog that hated Star Wars for being woke. He was a Holocaust designer.
This is David?
This is all David DaPeePee.
Yeah. His last post, the last thing he spent his last day of freedom doing before he went to Paul Pelosi's house was writing an obnoxiously long review of Black Adam. And I don't remember what it says. It was the same shit though. Yeah. Oh, it's woke. Hollywood's trying to do this. I think he really loved The Rock in it, which is really that's just as
conservatives love The Rock, man.
Do they?
Yeah,
Rock's big conservative crowd.
Yeah, he's the Michael Jordan of this era. You know, he's the
Rock's pretty awesome
shoes too.
Yeah, he's definitely the Michael Jordan of wrestling.
The Rock is awesome.
Is he the Michael Jordan of wrestling?
That's a good question to
What have you been doing over there? You talked like 3 times.
I'm reading. I'm reading about his name is David DaPeePee.
That's why I texted you yesterday so you could do research about it to the show.
Wow, sorry. I just it's just interesting.
Okay.
DaPeePee. It's PAPE. It's like
I'm pretty sure Colt is pronouncing it correctly. At least that is how DaPeePee, I believe, is the actual.
I believe
that is how the news has been covering it.
He's been saying DaPeePee.
I have been as a joke. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he switched to DaPeePee, but DaPeePee is, I think, the true pronunciation.
DaPeePee. That's what I've found out so far.
Anyways, can we take his computer away? Is that Jake?
That's Trump. This is Jake.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, Jake's worse.
Let's compare again. Okay, this is Trump.
What? Wait.
This is Jake.
I think I'm going with Trump, man.
I think the Trump one's better.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't vote for me over Trump?
No,
you're not. You're not as funny as him.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
have you seen his Twitter, dude? He's got to come back to Twitter also. While we're talking about Twitter,
but it's not. I mean, for some reason, it's just not great anymore.
What?
It's not great anymore.
But it's not. I mean, for some reason, it's just not great anymore.
Grape?
We have to keep our country gay, but it's not. I mean, for some reason, it's just not great anymore.
You have thoughts on that, Jake?
I'm afraid if I talk, you're gonna hit it again.
Nah,
I do want Donald Trump to come back to Twitter, though. He's a good poster. Let's be honest.
He's a good. He's one of the best posters for sure. He's one of the best posters for
top tier schizo poster.
Yeah.
Is it not a good thing that that the people at the top are a little more afraid?
What?
About this hammer thing?
No,
I don't think they are personally.
Be afraid of what? Like domestic
I think
terrorists?
Yeah. I think AOC and them probably have been scared of the domestic terrorists since January 6th.
Yeah.
I remember.
Why do you want that? Objectively, they should not be afraid. Like, that's fucked up.
They're in power, both sides. Everybody,
that's dumb as hell.
Look, everybody up there is taking advantage of the people. Like, what about revolution? What about like anarchy? What about like tearing down? Yeah, but like, are these not the first steps?
Like a weird schizo right wing guy attacking like a politician is not revolutionary. You know,
I think I see what Jake is saying, but I don't think this is the situation. I think politicians should respect and potentially fear the people, because the people should have the power in the situation, but it shouldn't be because they're afraid some groiped up maniac, some groiped up fucking shouty is gonna break into their house at 5 a.m. with a hammer. Like, that's wild.
I mean, if you've heard like David DaPeePee talking after he's been arrested, I mean,
have you?
Yeah, he's given his motive. He has admitted that his goal was to, quote, break Nancy's knees so she could
one hammer each. Like that's does seem like
that is a little odd. It seems pretty redundant. I think you could get it done with one for sure.
Yeah,
but that was actually I have I do know what you're talking about. He said he wanted her to tell the truth, or else he was quote, tell the truth, or he was going to break her knees, which is like what is his version of the truth?
I mean, his version of the truth is, and he's said this directly, his version of the truth is that she is part of the cabal that runs the world. You know, like
Pizzagate.
I mean, it's Pizzagate is part of that conspiracy. Like, it's all on the same side. You know, like it's Groyper, 4chan, QAnon shit.
Yeah,
and that's like the fact that motivated an attack on somebody that is that powerful in the government, I think is relevant and like should be discussed. And it's not being discussed in many ways. Like right-wing pundits like Tucker are just taking that and spinning it on its head. And now it's a thing about maybe Paul Pelosi had a gay tryst, or maybe this guy's an illegal alien. Like that should not be the talking point.
Yeah, well, they want to do anything and everything besides admitting that someone on their side fucked up.
Yeah,
or
that they
are could potentially and should be held responsible for their rhetoric, like Tucker Carlson. I think it's the same
Tucker
every time
there's a mass shooting.
Is the biggest news broadcast in the country. It is the most popular news broadcast in the country, and it is absolutely unhinged. He's talking about big anime titties at 8 p.m. to people our grandparents'
Exploding
age.
milk porn.
Exploding milk porn.
Is that one of the buttons?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's got to be. Come on. What is going on?
Can you do a Tucker impersonation? No.
White House.
I'm working on mine. I definitely need to get it down, and I'll come back on and do a full Tucker.
Hell yeah, we'll have you back
Tucker
as Tucker.
I would love to do.
The
I
White
wanted to be right wing. I wanted to walk in like super right wing reactionary. I have some old Kanye merch.
Oh, good.
At least is designed by Virgil, so I think it makes it redeemable. I still haven't worn it though. It just like hangs there, and I'm just like, fuck, a waste of money.
Yeah.
I was gonna wear that, some like camo joggers, and then this Central City barbecue hat. I was gonna tie it together. Very
yeah.
right wing. It would have been great, but this is my first podcast
It's an
appearance
audio medium.
ever.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I didn't take into fact that no one would see me.
Yeah. It would have been funny just for us, though.
We should start recording it, Joe Rogan style.
Ugh.
People want to see your pretty faces. Come on,
The people want it.
the people want a
The
face
people have been
reveal.
asking for footage.
Have they?
Yeah, they want a face reveal. Everybody wants a face reveal.
We have revealed our faces on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. That's where you see the faces.
Yeah, follow us on
No,
Twitter.
they need the real, not your pretty little selfies with your nose filters.
Xander has just texted, "Are we still on the pod?"
Tell them yes.
I'll tell him yes. Do we have any other closing thoughts on we've kind of been going around like the Twitter stuff. I like all this is kind of connected.
Sorry
think.
if I took us on a tangent.
No.
Like
No, you're totally good. But just like the uptick in like anti-Semitism on Twitter, the uptick in like Groypers being public with their opinions is definitely going up.
I have yet to see the public Groypers anywhere. Maybe I'm just not on that circle online, but I definitely have seen a lot of anti-Semitism though. That's another thing I was talking that's been baiting me into wanting to say something. Is it just it makes me so angry. The anti-Semitism it's just completely unfounded. Like I don't know if you know about the red media. I think that's what it is.
Oh, the thing Kanye's showing.
It's the red list. Yeah, it's a super old 4chan post, right?
Yeah.
That has been debunked multiple times. And if you look at it, there are several names that repeat. Like they even had to pad the deck on their own conspiracy list because they know it's. I think they know it's bullshit. I mean, if you're having to pad the deck, like you got to know.
They know it's bullshit.
And they just rely on idiots like Kanye, I think, to fully believe in it.
And Kyrie at this point. Too.
Yeah, Kyrie. I don't know if you heard he lost his Nike deal.
I did see that. He's also been suspended from the NBA.
Suspended without pay, and Nike is officially cutting ties, and they're not releasing his new shoe, which was releasing this month. I believe it was
the 7s or something.
It was the 8s, and I think they were releasing the 8th there, so it was like this week or in a few days. I don't know what day it is.
So I only heard about a little bit of this. Did he actively say anything anti-Semitic, or because whenever it initially started, it was just that he wouldn't speak on it, right?
Yeah, I saw that I read an article. I didn't actually do research as to what it was, but apparently he shared an anti-Semitic film.
Yeah, it's a film that's on Amazon. I think it's called it's the Hebrew Israelite stuff that we talked about a couple weeks ago. Jake, do you remember when we were talking about that? Yeah.
What?
Black Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those films.
Okay.
It's the black people are the original Jew. Talking point is, which is deeply anti-black and anti-Semitic.
Yeah, it is actually insane. I mean, my friend is a black man, and his whole opinion on it is he thinks it's ridiculous. He's like, we took our true culture of descending from kings in Africa, and we want to spin it around to where we've been slaves our entire existence, which is he was like, that is massively anti-black, I think, or is what he said.
I think so too.
And I thought it was a really good point. It also does invite anti-Semitism.
The film is called Hebrews to Negroes Wake Up Black America.
It quotes, there's a quote attributed to Hitler in that movie that Hitler didn't say. So full different.
Oh my God.
That's a different level of brain rot. You're misquoting Hitler to make your point.
Wow,
Holy shit!
That's so funny to think about it that way.
Which
Hitler wasn't extreme enough for us.
Yeah, that's crazy. Which adds to another point my friend also made. He believes that the Black Hebrew Israelite movement is a white supremacy psyop. He believes it's totally fabricated.
I mean,
which I personally,
don't think so.
I personally don't know enough.
They've been around for too long. I mean, like the Hotep stuff back in the day, like that's not fake. I don't think.
Xander Nolan.
Xander's calling.
Oh God, is this connected to the?
Yeah, Xander, can you hear us?
Oh God, that was so scary.
Walker, are you there?
Hold on.
Hello.
Walker?
Hey.
Hey, Walker. What's up?
How's it going? I'm still I'm in the UK right now trying to figure out our budget crisis.
Right.
That's right. You went back to the UK.
Who's after Reese? We need to know.
Xander, is your name Walker?
Yes, that's my parliamentary name.
Oh,
Parliamentary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not in the know on that one. My bad.
It's all good. It's
It's
all
okay.
good.
I understand. Not everyone's up to.
So that's why I'm here. You're in London, huh?
Yeah, I'm in London. I'm doing a little bit of things here to make sure we're okay. We're out of budget crisis right now because this whole Twitter thing.
Right.
Where all of our people are checkmarked, and we have to make sure that they're checkmarked. That's several $1 million down the drain that we have.
Wait,
to pay.
you're worried about Twitter? I feel like you got bigger things on the plate.
You're doing public Twitter verification?
Yeah, so we need to be verified, and that's such a huge hit of our budget.
Right.
It's a huge major problem, and it's that's been my whole work this week is trying to figure that out.
I need to holler at my boy Rishi to get y'all some finance.
Yeah. Is he still in charge?
Well, he's in charge, but I'm the one in charge. I'm the one who has the real purse string.
Right.
Are you the one behind all the no confidence letters for Rishi?
Yeah. You've been doing that?
Oh yeah, I've been doing that for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I don't like the guy.
Yeah. It seems like not very many people do.
We'll I'll say hi to him at the water cooler, and he just kind of ignores me.
Really?
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so there are 67 million people in the UK. If you pay $8 a month for all of them, that's $500 million every month to keep the entire population verified.
Wow, that's like half of the yearly debt Elon has.
We could really definitely, I'm not thinking about his budget crisis. I'm thinking about my own here.
Sure. So what? So you're gonna give Elon $500 million, and that's gonna fix the budget? And
Well, it's not gonna fix my budget, but part of the public, they want to be verified, and we have to pay for it. So
right.
they're being paid for it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I just want to call in and see how you're doing. How Harry's doing.
Oh, it's been an interesting show.
Yeah, having Harry here is like having two Colts here.
we always beat
Jake has said like maybe 10 words.
That felt a little backhanded.
It was very front-handed.
They should stop their own podcast.
You do what?
Xander, you're over the phone, you're speaking in a British accent, and you have like sinus things going on. I have understood maybe 6 words you have said so far.
I think you understand a lot of what I'm saying.
What the fuck are you saying?
It's very clear what I'm saying. I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying?
Hold on. We got some new sound effects. Can I show you that? Do you have time for that?
Yeah.
I know you're very busy over there in Great Britain. But...
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, we're just looking at the budget right now.
Xander, off the top of your head, what time is it in Great Britain right now?
3.
That's good. Okay. So we have a little bit of a selection here,
Can we
Xander.
fact check that?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah. So just let me know what you think. This is hello from.
It's actually 4:20. So
hello
it's
from Ninja.
only an hour.
Hello.
Well, we don't celebrate that here, so that's good to know.
So at 4:20, you turn the clock back to 3:20, so it's not weed.
That's exactly what happens. Thank you for understanding.
So we got this.
That's a good one.
That's a pretty good one. But we're debating if that one's the good one or if it's this one that's better. What do you think?
I think they're both equally good for different occasions.
Okay. We'll keep them both on the soundboard.
Jake's animal primal noises sound so similar to Donald Trump.
It's pretty close.
It's
yeah.
very.
It's pretty close.
Make fun of a reporter that's crippled.
What?
No thanks.
We also have this one.
We have to keep our country great, but it's not, I mean, for some reason, it's just not great anymore.
Thoughts on that?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. What about this one? And this is leading into our next segment.
We got weights and fish. There we go.
We've got weights and fish, Xander. We've got weights and fish. And now we're
I
into...
don't know if that would have long-term use on the podcast, but sure.
What?
I don't know if that would have long-term
I can't understand a fucking word you're saying, bro.
He said he doesn't think it has long-term
Hang up on him.
use.
Hang up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
The
hung up.
the reception's
That's why I told you to hang up. He hung up on
pond.
you now. Damn it, Colt. You gotta trust me. I know Xander.
Okay.
Anyway, weights on fish.
We are moving on to our next segment, a segment that I am co-opting. I'm taking over from Jake. Jake, do you have anything to say for yourself about state your opinion?
Welcome to State Your Opinion.
Oh God, I am familiar with this bit.
Yeah. So the state this week is Minnesota.
Woo!
And I kind of took a note from Jake here, actually. I just kind of listened back to what we've done previously, and I'm kind of going to just copy your format. I'm going to copy your whole flow.
Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Here we go, Cole.
We have 3 facts about Minnesota. Fact 1, Minnesota produces more turkeys each year than there are people in California.
Really?
Wow. Think about that.
Okay, well, first off, I guess we need to know how many people are in California for that to be, which I'm glad, that we
Are
did
you
the
fact-checking me on this? Why are you fact-checking? We've never fact-checked you on the segment.
Well, no,
Jake?
I'm not fact-checking. I'm just interested, and this is, adding some, I would like to know how many people there are in California so I can see how many turkeys there are.
I understand.
Holy shit, no doubt Minnesota produces way more turkeys. Do you want to know how many they produce annually?
I would love to know.
40 million.
Wait, how big is California's population?
They raise 40 million turkeys annually. That's massive. That's got to be bigger than California, right?
It's 39 million. 39.9 million.
Just barely.
Look at that. The fact is true. Okay, and we're moving on to our second fact here. This is a little bit more of a story, and that's where we're bringing back in the sound effect. We've got weights and fish, guys. The state fish of Minnesota is the walleye, and the walleye community was shook to its core last week when there was a cheating scandal.
What?
There was a cheating scandal.
In the fish?
We got weights and fish. There we go.
Is that what this is?
They put weights in their fish.
Oh, to make them
and
heavier.
And we have a video that I'm going to show you guys now.
So would they catch the fish, put weights in them, and then recatch
they
the
would
weighted fish?
Would put... Okay, hold
or
on.
would they catch them and weight them?
This guy right here, I'm holding it so they can see it now. Sorry. This is one of the biggest fishing tournaments in the United States. The grand prize for this is $500,000, I believe. And it was found that after this guy went up to the stage and tried to present his fish to the audience, that he'd been stuffing lead weights and fish fillets inside of the mouths of the fish he had already caught and was presenting them as valid catches. And in front of everyone, the fish were cut open and the weights were removed.
Wow.
And there's about 45 fishermen screaming at the top of their lungs at a very sad looking man.
Yeah, they look like they're losing their shit.
Dude, is that guy okay? Did they assault him?
So the tournament organizer, it was actually really funny in the long version of the clip, but the tournament organizer got the first weight out, and then he was like, all right, you have to leave. Nobody touch him. Nobody touch him. And then the guy tries to leave. He takes one step away, and somebody puts a firm hand on his back and just keeps him there. And then everyone yells at him for 30 minutes. He's been charged with fraud. Yeah, because he had apparently been doing this for multiple years and cheating. I think it was close to $1 million of prize money.
So 2 tournaments.
No, I think I think this one was a big
This was
tournament.
the big one.
Yeah. But he's been doing it for a long time apparently. Hey, that's the Minnesota State fish.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
And we're not.
Was that in Minnesota?
It was in the Great Lakes, so
no.
Tangentially. What do you mean?
So it wasn't in Minnesota necessarily.
Well, I'm talking about walleye. It's the state fish in Minnesota.
Okay, I guess that kind of.
Do you have notes, Jake?
Well,
Jake, I've listened to some of your State of the Opinion bits. Okay,
it's just
this seems like the most fleshed out.
This seems a little too critical.
I don't know. That's only tangential. I'll give that a half point.
Okay, thank you. I accept that. And the final fact is the state population is 5.707 million.
5.707.
Yeah,
it's not that big. California's that's 40.
That's
really small.
Yeah. That's been state your opinion.
Oh, you don't want to talk anymore? Well, you're just gonna say the facts. Do we not get to talk about it?
Oh yeah, you could talk about it. What's your opinion about it? Sorry, I have never been on this side of the Rubicon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Not a great state, sounds like.
No.
Sounds very boring. It's super cold there, right? It's Great Lakes, yeah. So it's gonna be cold as fuck.
If a fish fact from a potentially different state is the most interesting thing you can find about it, I probably don't want to live there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, Prince, right?
What?
Prince?
Is he from Minnesota?
I don't know.
That's his big thing, Milwaukee, right?
Is Milwaukee in Minnesota?
Oh, I don't know. Wait, no, Minneapolis. Sorry, Minneapolis. Yeah, Prince, Minneapolis. It's a big thing. He's from there, and And it was like a huge thing when he died. The entire city went purple. Like,
So
all
he
the
lived
lights were
there.
purple.
He stayed there too. Throughout his life. He lived there.
Purified in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
That's from the Chappelle Show bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but yeah,
awesome.
Prince is from there famously, and he's like the cool thing that came out of Minnesota.
Wow, I should have come in as Prince maybe.
Yeah, definitely should have come in as Prince. That would have been awesome. In fact, I have to leave.
Oh, no.
I'll be right back.
I don't know how this is gonna go.
I gotta go. I
Okay,
guess.
yeah. Well, thank you for being here, Harry. We're probably wrapping down the show here.
Yeah,
But,
of course. No, I appreciate it.
glad you could make it. Who's this?
Hey guys, I'm back. I was just getting some water.
Oh, it's good. Jake, do you have any topics you want to talk about this week?
Oh,
I don't think Jake liked me being on here. He seemed very bored.
Yeah.
What?
He seemed very excited when Xander called.
Yes.
It's okay to like Xander.
Yeah.
It's not illegal to like Xander.
No,
Maybe it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, topics for this week. I know I had something interesting this week. Now, let's see if I wrote it down.
Oh my god.
No, I'll be right back. Cool, we can edit this.
The podcast is falling
Cole,
apart.
have you seen the video of Kanye when he was in public? People confronted him on the street, and it was like, you can't write this shit. It was so.
I'm not gonna say.
I'm not
who
gonna
the
say.
doctor was.
I'm not gonna say who the doctor was or what kind of doctor he was, and like. I was oh god, and then
It was a Jewish doctor.
Yeah, crosses his arms. It was a Jewish doctor. Like, it was like a little child, dude. It's just like, you can't write this shit. It's so fun. Like, it's not funny, but at this point, it is fun. Like, you have to laugh at it because it is so depressing, because it could be very damaging.
It's the only thing.
The Weird Al movie came out this week.
It did, really?
Yeah, it came out on Friday.
I was so disappointed. I totally thought it was a theatrical release, and I was very disappointed.
Was it good?
wasn't.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it like when it released. It was like 12:40. I was about to fall asleep, and I realized the Weird Al movie's out, and I pulled out my phone, opened it to make sure I could get the Roku app firing, and then I ended up just watching the whole movie.
Yeah, this motherfucker. I tried to get him to watch a great piece of art, The Northman. It's Robert Eggers' third movie. Are you laughing? That's an amazing movie. Robert Eggers is a genius.
I acknowledge that. I just think it's so funny that the Northman has also been like a griped up movie.
Is it?
Yeah, for sure.
No way.
Yeah,
Harry,
it is.
why were you in California?
No, like
Not aiding and abetting an
The
individual
Groypers
known as
fucking
David
love
DaPeePee.
that shit.
Yeah,
Just like when I visited Japan a couple months ago, I was for strictly tourism purposes.
Yeah.
I was just hanging and not supplying PVC to any individuals in the Nagakiba region. No, that's not right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Doing moody shit.
I do love how the entire country of Japan collectively was like, yeah, fuck Shinzo Abe. They were like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, we didn't like him either.
Do you know about any of his activity early
Shinzo?
on before being? I mean, he was like a supporter and involved in Unit 731, which debatably, I mean, they killed more people than the SS in the Holocaust.
Yeah, I knew he was like Empire of the Sun guy.
Yeah,
sure.
and they would test grenades and flamethrowers on live people. That was what they would do. They would like quote unquote test their weapons. No actually decent research actually came out of it. It was just
That's truly fucked
it was
up.
just them being sadistic.
Yeah, it's what you do before you invent video games, you know?
Yeah, totally. You load up planes with fleas infected with the bubonic plague and drop them on cities.
Yeah.
Before you
didn't
release
invent
Animal
video
Crossing.
games. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not saying that. I just like
Was the Atari not like the first?
Well,
And-
before,
No.
before people had video games to
Who
do, you
did
had to
invent
find a
video
way
games?
to entertain yourself. It's not about the invention as much as it is
Oh,
about before
I
they
see.
were invented.
I see.
Yeah.
I get you.
Japan Shishman. What I'm talking about is the Weird Al movie here.
Yes.
The Northman sucked. I'm woke because I said that. But
He didn't even fucking watch it. He fell
It's
asleep
not-
maybe 30 minutes.
The movie
in.
itself is not like a right wing movie. Just right wingers love to because it's like Viking shit.
Yeah, I mean it's they just love like I think just like the whole like badass alpha male trope or whatever because like the main characters. I mean,
yeah, I think there's a lot of like deep racism stuff hidden in like northern ruins and stuff. I don't know.
well,
We can talk
no,
about that now.
I don't think I think now yeah for sure.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
Hitler was obsessed with the whole rune thing.
Nordic
It was
rune
never-
shit is
It was never originally meant to be that.
I'm not saying
I
Vikings
also just
were
am a huge
Nazis,
Robert
just-
Eggers
yeah.
fan. But Jake is not allowed to say he didn't like it because he fell asleep maybe 25, 30 minutes.
yeah, and that's
Damn,
because
yeah.
of the movie. It put me to sleep. I was clearly capable of watching a movie that night because I later did. But that movie, ooh.
The Weird Al.
Weird Al was awesome.
What was it, a doc or?
So it's a parody of an Oscar bait biopic.
A parody of an Oscar bait biopic.
So it's like
so it's like Superstar.
Kinda. You know, like one of those. Well, what's the Queen one? The Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's the song.
No, that's the movie. That's the Queen movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Freddie Mercury movie. Okay, well, any of these. It's the initial idea apparently came out after the Notorious B.I.G. movie like a decade ago. That one.
I don't know about that either.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
that was actually pretty decent. The
really?
Yeah. Movie. Well, one of these movies that are telling the story of an actor and then changing some of the things to make it a little more cinematic.
Sure.
They decided to do an entire parody of that, and of course, you're going to do Weird Al as the star of it. So they did zero research into Weird Al's real life, and it's just a nonsense.
That sounds
movie.
fun.
It's so fun.
Everyone
is in it.
He was pretty involved in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it a lot.
That's funny,
but not as himself. He
what?
produced it. Yeah, he does. Daniel Radcliffe
he does a
plays
bunch
him.
of cameos, but he's never him.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe is Weird
That's
Al.
really funny.
Yeah, it's crazy because Weird Al's like 6'4" and Daniel Radcliffe is like 5'4". You know, that's probably not that extreme, but it's very funny to see everyone look down at Weird Al.
That's really funny.
They're looking up.
Huh.
Yeah, it was very funny. I was expecting it to just be like how I see Weird Al's music now, like kind of funny. It was actually very funny.
I didn't know how long Weird Al has actually been around.
Yeah.
I very recently found out that he's been making music since the 80s. I had no idea.
Yeah, he's had a song chart in the top 40 for the last 4 decades.
What's the
really?
Yeah.
What's that movie that he was in a long time ago?
UHF.
I love that.
UHF
is
rocks.
So
What's that?
It's a Weird Al's movie that was a critical flop about alternate broadcasting. So there's like back in the day it was like the UHF channels. So like in the same way there's AM and FM radio, you had that for cable essentially. So you had main broadcast and then you had your like local UHF kind of channels. And so this was a movie that he made. Like I think he directed it, but he definitely starred in it and produced it about one of these kind of channels. And it's very funny. Tons of parody stuff.
That sounds like it would be really good.
It's a lot of like sketch stuff
UHF.
in it too.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of, I'd say it's kind of in the same genre as like an Airplane or.
Yeah, definly.
I mean, it's kind of just like nonsense for the sake of nonsense.
And it's great. Spatula City, I think about all the time. Gandhi 2. So good.
Yeah. A lot of good bits in there.
you can watch it on the Roku channel also.
Cool. Well, we should do that soon.
Shout out Roku.
Yeah. It was great. My experience watching the movie, it's free, but there are ads, like 6 or 7 ad breaks during the movie. But I wasn't connected to my Wi-Fi. Then after the first ad break, I reconnected, and the rest of the movie, it skipped all the ad breaks. I think something with the connection.
Life hack.
Yeah, so it was awesome.
I've been able to do something like that on Twitch on my PlayStation. I've just noticed that if I exit out at a random time and then click back in really quickly, for some reason I won't get ad breaks after that.
Really?
Yeah, they'll announce because I'll watch Hassan and he'll announce the ad break and it never happens.
Hassan's the only person I pay for on Twitch. Twitch is basically like a dead website to me.
I agree.
I can't click on something.
Yeah, he's the only person I have ever paid for. I don't currently pay for it right now because I tried to. Well, I connected my Amazon Prime because I was like I wanted to stop because you get the free Prime subscription. Yeah. You can't activate a Prime subscription on the OS software. It doesn't have the prompt for it. You can only pay for it. So I just have yet to like actually log onto my laptop and do it. So yeah, I do plan on doing that though because the ad breaks are annoying.
Also, weren't you banned?
Are going up times 4.
You're banned on Twitch?
Oh my god, he called me out. I got banned.
You got banned out of Hassan's stream?
Yeah.
For what?
I riffed off a joke.
Don't do that.
I learned my lesson for sure. I riffed off a joke that him and Ray were dating, and I thought it was funny. I mean, I never thought he would see it, dude.
Yeah.
Like I sent it for other people in the chat to see and laugh at, and
the Republicans.
I got clapped. so actually not quick. It was like 5 minutes later. Like I feel like Ahmad was scrolling through and he was like, "Yeah, fuck this guy."
So Ahmad got you. You didn't get like full like let's bring up this person's username on the screen.
No, I was not publicly banned at least, which would have sucked.
You didn't get flogged.
But yeah.
Some people want that.
I now am able to chat again though. It's all good.
Really?
I originally I was like fuck that, and I was like gonna just make a sock account, and then I ended up just logging back in a week later, and I was unbanned. So I was like, okay, well, I guess that was worth it. So yeah. But yeah, I did get clapped for a week. So I was not perma-banned. I did not get publicly banned, but I was definitely banned for a week.
Yeah. There's some times on the stream that he goes.
Cole, are you involved in the chat when you watch us on?
Not very much.
Are you? I
Yeah.
totally forgot to bring this up. We were talking about this last night because y'all came up with the Death Santa thing.
Ron Death
independently,
Santa.
Yeah.
And someone put it in the chat around the same time y'all did, and I thought it was you because he laughed at it, and that's like he says that now when he refers to Ron DeSanta, he says Ron Death Santa now.
Holy shit!
So I was like, it's got to be y'all.
I don't
right?
think that was I didn't do that for sure. Yeah, that was not
Also,
me.
Rick and Morty did a character that's essentially Old Man Winter, so I
Yeah.
feel like we are on the bleeding edge of comedy.
It's actually true. Ron Death Santa now is a mainstream joke, and the Old Man Winter's persona killed on Rick and Morty.
Damn. Okay, man. That somebody's just listening to our podcast. And
Dan Harmon is listening.
Yeah.
Dan Harmon is one of y'all's viewers.
One of the slutty
Dan, hook me up, dude. Help me out. Come on.
Yeah, I guess Lauren used to listen to the show until we made fun of him that one time.
Lauren?
Who?
Lauren?
Lauren Michaels.
Are you saying Lauren?
Lauren. Yeah.
Lauren.
Who are y'all talking about?
Lauren Michaels,
Lauren Michaels.
a showrunner for SNL.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not like funny or bit orientated enough.
That's okay.
To be on this podcast, so I do
Oh,
feel thankful.
no.
I feel like I kind of just went off. I feel like I kind of just went off on like political tangents that I've been wanting to
that's
talk
kind of
about.
half the show.
Well, now here's the other half. Funny hour. Hit the funny button. The funny one.
Which one? Which one's the funny one? Hold on.
We got weights.
No.
Our country gate, but it's not. I mean, for some reason, it's just not great anymore.
He is saying grape anymore, right?
Great.
It sounds like a
You know
P.
the thing he says, "Make America Great."
Make America grape again.
Yeah.
You know that his line.
America is tired of women. It's my favorite Bernie line.
What? Is that real?
It's is it real?
I think it is. I mean, it's out of context.
It's definitely
obviously,
out of
but-
context. No, it's hilarious because it's Bernie and he goes, "America is tired of women." Crowd goes absolutely fucking wild.
All right, I'm pulling
It's
this. up.
awesome.
Oh,
Here we go.
I just want a soundboard with like every politician.
America is tired of women is the best sound.
Here we go. And we're gonna hear it right now.
The American people are tired of women.
No. The full video though, the crowd goes nuts afterwards. They like they're screaming.
Oh, also Colt.
I think is he saying something different? Is it okay? I have.
I'm not sure.
We did not spin for next week's.
Oh yeah, would you mind doing that?
Yeah, no problem at all. Here we go.
Or do you want to take back over next week, or what's your thought?
Well, I thought the plan was Xander was gonna do next.
Oh,
week.
Xander's doing next week.
One thing we should. I guess I will spin the wheel.
Okay. Why is Xander not here? Do we know that?
He's tired.
He's tired? You decided 3 days ago he would be tired for the show?
He was right. Here we go.
That's kind of weird.
And spin your wheel. It's regular Virginia.
Have we talked about that?
No, we talked about West Virginia.
I feel like we have done Virginia.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me look on the list.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
we have done it.
Yeah.
So I guess we got to spin again.
Yes. Oh, God. Okay.
Eliminate.
Have y'all done West Virginia?
Yeah. No.
What is that?
That was me eliminating Virginia. We're gonna hit it pretty soon. Where we've Arkansas.
Have we done that?
Arkansas, baby.
Arkansas.
No,
they
we
have
haven't.
beautiful lakes in Arkansas.
They do?
I don't know if you've ever swam in a river or a lake in Arkansas, but it is crystal clear
Hey,
and beautiful.
save it for the next week's fucking episode.
I didn't think I was gonna be on next week's episode.
Well,
Well,
maybe,
no,
maybe Xander will be tired.
Maybe you'll be
again.
tired again. Yeah,
I'm tired.
it's clean water. It's great.
we should talk about the fact. So this is episode 30.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That means today marks the day that exactly half of our episodes have included State Your Opinion.
Wow.
Yeah. So
And I have some fun facts actually about Arkansas that I can tell y'all off mic.
yes, off mic.
Yeah,
off
of
mic.
course. Yeah. Actually, let me ruin next week's State Your Opinion bit by stating all the best facts about Arkansas real quick. Clean water. No, I'm
Clean
kidding.
Don't worry, they will not be included.
Well, I think that'll be the show for the week. That's Mouse at Wedlock, guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. Well, let me leave and come back. Hey guys, it's me, Prince. I'm
Okay.
alive.
Uh-huh.
I'm real.
Is that what you think Prince sounded like?
Is this
Hey,
okay?
it's you guys want to hear some guitar music?
Not really. We're trying to end the show. Why do you sound
Yeah, you're a
far
little
away?
late. He's coming from the afterlife.
I guess. Yeah.
It's scary.
Prince is dead, yeah?
I think.
Yeah, no, Prince is
yeah,
totally dead. That
Prince
was
is
such a stupid question.
You made me question it for a second. Is he?
died. That's very hurtful. I knew when you died.
Prince, do you have something you want to say?
Am I dead, Prince?
Buy my albums.
Are we all dead?
Okay.
We're in purgatory.
Podcaster purgatory.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what it feels like. You guys want to hear some drum music?
Some drum music?
What about some piano music?
I think we're all right, honestly.
I can make some saxophone music if you like that. What about clarinet music?
You can take this anywhere you want. Just take it somewhere.
How about bass
Just go
guitar
somewhere.
Can you play the bassoon?
Just do something.
I do bassoon music.
I'm more of a bassoon fan than clarinet.
I gotta go.
Oh my God! What?
So that
Okay,
was Prince.
that's been the show.
We had it's not why Mouse on Wedlock if we don't have one character, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Jake, do your plugs?
Hello, my name is Jake. Have a plug. It's at James Urkel Jones on Twitter. You can also give me money on Venmo at TheJakeb. Seriously, someone send me some goddamn money. Also, before we go on, Mystery Fan did text us, and I do want to talk about it a little bit. We should mention it. Mystery Fan, shout out. We are still at war with you, but he sent me this very funny photo of Japanese Dolly Parton.
Was there any context attached to
No, it was this, and then he also included.
Yeah, you got to send me that for sure.
The video of Lil Yachty, Minnesota.
Oh, he knew.
So-
he knew it was the state.
hell yeah.
He knew it was the state.
The fans keeping up, but we still have.
Y'all
declared
still don't
war.
know who that is.
Colt thinks he knows.
Let's leave it as a mystery.
Yeah.
So anyway, if that's my plug, is my Venmo, my Twitter, and also our Mystery Fan shout out.
Go for it, Harry.
I am Harrison Reese. I am a fashion designer and photographer, and you can find all of my work on Instagram at HRRISONREESE. It is just my name with a period instead of the A, Harrison Reese, and on Twitter at Daddy Egg with 3 G's.
Hell yes.
You can find all of my photography and clothes there. Well, not all of it, but all of it that I have posted.
Hell yeah. This is Colt. You can find me, Colt45Joyce, on Twitter. You can follow the show at Mouse Out Wed on Twitter for as long as we are allowed to exist. The Patreon is up and running. We have one bonus content on there. It's going to be linked somewhere, and you'll find it. And if you want to subscribe to the show, you can get little bonus content. That'd be great. Thank you so much.
Hey,
no pressure.
Yeah, speaking of how long Mouse is out of wedlock is able to not get clapped, you now have I'm pretty sure 2 official leftists on one episode at the same time.
Yeah, we're definitely fucked.
You're fucked. You're
We're
getting into
definitely
dangerous
fucked.
territory bringing me on here, brother.
I know.
Are we gonna verify the Twitter account?
I'm not going to pay $8 for it. Do you want to?
Well, what if we start?
I think at this point the Twitter verification is more of a idiot tag. At this
Definitely. It's like the NFT design for your profile picture.
I thought the entire point of our podcast was like acquiring idiot tags.
No, Stephen King absolutely shit on Elon Musk on Twitter over the verification thing. It's really funny. If you haven't seen it, you should look it up.
I've seen them in fighting.
Everybody follows Stephen King on Twitter. That's what I actually want to plug. At Stephen King, the Roost.
He cut Twitter revenue by 60% just in one conversation.
Oh
No
yeah,
way. Is that
supposed.
true?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like $20.
Oh,
and then
the ads pulled out because of that, right?
No. So Elon was like, it's going to be $20, and Stephen King was like, hey, that's too much money, and Elon was like, okay, well, what about $8? And now it's $8.
Shout out Stephen King.
Shout out. Really
What a
loved
legend.
Clockwork Orange? I do love that. I
That's
still
not
want
him.
to be playing.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, in the show.
Yep.
Okay, bye.